From the Department of Mass Communication at Winthrop University, you're watching Winthrop Close Up.
Today on Close Up, we'll bring you our top stories of 2014. I'm Harrison Garvin.
And I'm Alexandria Savage. Thank you for joining us live at The Edge.
Illegal drug use is prohibited in the state of South Carolina. Marijuana is also a case on many college campuses. Reporter Alexandria Savage takes us inside to see what has some students sparking up.
There's some who think they smoke, but we stay higher. And some that think it fly, but
the cash register for possessing and or using marijuana, that cash register just keeps going cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Marijuana originated as a cure for euphoria. In ancient times dating back to 2737 BC, in World War II, the crop became heavily cultivated, becoming a popular form of recreation.
I think it should either be heavily decriminalized or legalized. I think the legalization process would take a lot longer.
Marijuana is still illegal in the state of South Carolina, and so when students are found smoking or found in possession, typically they're going to get cited or going to refer to my office for violating that student conduct rule.
I was stupid and I used and I got caught. I regret it, but it's something I'm working on. Where I'm from, it's legal, so I should have left it at home.
I mean, like, kids get drinking tickets. I won't say left and right, but if anybody were to be caught with marijuana, then you do almost immediately lose your scholarship.
For even a first offense, you can find yourself in a cell like this if you can't pay the fine.
The $570 fine, and then if it's your second offense, it's a $1,000 fine.
So a first-time violation of our item F drugs would typically be either a warning or probation and a referral to one of our partners. Keystone Substance Abuse Services is our #1 referral source.
I had to pay a fine, go talk to the dean, and now I'm doing some Keystone classes to figure out where the problem in my behavior started.
Marijuana just costs you. That's the bottom line, it costs.
Although hemp may have been helpful at a time, the problem it creates now may not be worth the trouble. Alexandria Savage, Winthrop Close Up.
Winthrop University prohibits the use, possession, and distribution of any illegal substances. Be in the know and keep it simple.
From illegal drugs to legal demonstrations, I went to find out what got dozens of students fired up.
And behind me there's a mockery going on. This is not the forum for this. This is why our world is killing each other. Because we're making people believe something without letting them come to the conclusions on their own.
The area in front of Burns Auditorium on Winthrop's campus is public property, meaning it's an area for public forums. This past Wednesday, a group of born-again Christians shared with our campus some of their more radical views.
I don't feel like you should go around telling people that they're damned to go to hell.
Although these preachers claim to come in peace, some bystanders feel more passionately about their message than others.
Personally, for me, this is really upsetting because I hate when people try to push their beliefs on me in any aspect, not just religion, anything that they believe in. I hate when people try to push it on you and tell you that what you think is wrong.
People like that, I mean, they stand out there and they preach and I don't know, in my opinion, they're not out here to save anybody or to convince anybody. They're out here to ram something down your throat.
Your truth is always changing. My truth doesn't change.
This is not the first time preachers have visited our campus. To know more about their visits, look up the Johnsonian at mytjnow.com.
Religion can have a strong influence on children. Some may be positive, some may be negative, unfortunately. Reporter Cameron Powell takes us inside a public seminar to get a look on child abuse.
The month of April is known as Child Abuse Awareness Month, and to spread the word, a public seminar was held at the Rock Hill City Amphitheater. Attendees each received a balloon and a free ticket to the York County Children's Museum, and one attendee talks about why he supports the seminar.
I'm out here supporting child abuse awareness because the kids need our help, and as unfortunate as it is, programs like this help spread the word on child abuse awareness.
Speakers at the seminar included the Mayor of York County, the Department of Social Services, Judge David Guyton, and even House of Representatives Republicans Thomas Pope and Ralph Norman.
Crime against those that are so defenseless.
One speaker talks about why being aware of child abuse is so important.
If we don't know about the abuse, then there's no way that we're going to be able to go in and protect the children and provide services to their parents to hopefully prevent any future abuse.
At the end of the seminar, there was a balloon releasing to remember the children who have fallen due to child abuse. The first set of balloons represented children who have passed away, while the second set represented the survivors of child abuse. A short performance by the Palmetto School Children's Choir closed the event with a few words from the head counselor of the Catawba Family Center.
A lot of times they don't have a voice of their own, so the whole point of us getting together today is to give them a voice and to promote that. Us as adults need to promote that for them.
Be sure to be on the lookout for more child abuse awareness events all this month. Cameron Powell, Winthrop Close Up.
If you know a child or family member who has experienced abuse at home, contact your local Department of Social Services.
We hope you're enjoying our best stories of this semester.
For the live show, we like to switch things up just a little bit. We're going to take it out to Jerryon Manning, who's out with students from Winthrop University for a live Twitter feed.
Thank you, Harrison. I'm here with Tyrone Thompson, student here at Winthrop. I have a question for you, man. If you were to join the military, which branch would you join and why?
My choice, I would choose to join the Army. My first choice was to join the Marines, but it's a lot of physical stuff towards the Marines as well as the Army. It's a lot of not being at home is involved in being in the Marines than it is in the Army, so I'd rather be in the Army so I can hopefully have a good family.
Okay. We'll take it to Twitter as well with a few of the answers we've got. Bria James at pretty_in_sweet said she'd like to join the Air Force. And we had Carrie at C_E_L. She said she'd like to join the Navy. But we'll be back soon with Winthrop Close Up.
Welcome back to Winthrop Close Up. Our reporters spend a lot of time investigating stories involving our campus. Chris Guyton gets us a scoop on how we celebrated Bring a Nerd to the Museum Day.
The Winthrop Chemistry Club is giving back to the York County community with Bring a Nerd to the Museum Day.
We wanted to do some outreach with the local community and let them know that chemistry really is in everything, not just what you typically see in the laboratory, but also in artwork and in museum exhibits.
Club members help children conduct fun and simple experiments.
A lot of kids have come in and said, "Where's the nerds?" They are very excited about seeing Nerd Day activities, and we're having a great turnout today.
Here at the event, it was tables like this where children from the York County community were able to participate in experiments of their own. One parent was very happy that her children got to participate in the event.
My little 8-year-old boy, my oldest, loves science, and there's not a whole lot that he gets to do around here that's geared for his age with science. Anytime he can go and learn about science and do science experiments, I think it's great.
Due to the success of the event, the children can't wait till next year's Nerd Day. Chris Guyton, Winthrop Close Up.
Where's the water? To find out what other events the Chemistry Club is doing, visit their website through winthrop.edu.
Winthrop University 9th president is still being seen in the limelight after leaving Winthrop last summer. Reporter Daisy Burrows takes us inside to see what Anthony DiGiorgio has shaken up his sleeves.
This is my new passion.
That's the voice of Winthrop University's 9th president, Anthony DiGiorgio, as he revealed his new art display at the Center for the Arts in downtown Rock Hill.
I think it's absolutely amazing. This is quite an exhibit. A lot of pieces, a lot of beauty, a lot of creativity. It represents a lot of travel.
The Center for the Arts is featuring dozens of pieces from DiGiorgio's Travels and Flights of Fancy collection. One Winthrop alumnus says she's impressed.
It is photography, believe it or not, but he manipulates it in such a way that it looks like paintings, and it's really cool to see.
Anthony DiGiorgio is receiving a lot of support from community leaders. One may wonder how his wife Gail is supporting him as well.
I think Gail is very supportive of his interest in this. I think it's an outstanding hobby for him to have and a way for him to express himself.
Gail has always been supportive. Support has been really very, very important in terms of being able to go from being a hobbyist to not blanching any longer when somebody says, how does it feel to be an artist?
DiGiorgio's collection is one for all ages, and Lancaster encourages fellow community members, Winthrop alum, and current Winthrop students to check it out.
It's just really cool to see him go out into the community and to see how much our community respects him as an artist.
Creativity and support are proving to be key ingredients in DiGiorgio's artistic success. Daisy Burrows for Winthrop Close Up.
Even though DiGiorgio pieces are no longer at the Center for the Arts, you can still view them online.
From art and museums to the art of giving back, reporter Jerryon Manning takes us to the Coliseum for Pack the Back.
Encouraging children to make it to college, all the while showing them how to give back. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Back the Pack is a program through the Rock Hill School District that feeds identified undernourished children on the weekends, provides them discrete packages of food over the weekends so that they can come to school on Monday ready to learn.
The program lasts through the school year, but once annually, the Winthrop University Athletics Department gets involved in giving back.
Well, with Back to Pack, we're members of the soccer team and we do charities and community service for the people of Rock Hill.
I organized Back the Pack with Winthrop basketball. This is our third year. We've put about $20,000 back into Back the Pack and Rock Hill schools through this community-sponsored event.
Back the Pack organizes with Winthrop University to put on an event once a year that encourages Rock Hill schools to come out to support the team. And if they bring a food item with them, then admission will be free.
Well, all elementary schools in Rock Hill have the opportunity to come to Back to Pack and participate.
The program aims to provide students with food that can easily be prepared for those that have parents that work odd shifts over the weekend.
All items today that were brought by anyone coming is eventually going to go into a bag for a student to take home. And so number one, that's a huge win for our kids.
I think it's really important to know that we are making a difference in the lives of these kids by not only helping feed them and showing them a great basketball game, but setting forth a vision that they too could be a Winthrop student one day.
Jerryon Manning, Winthrop Close Up.
As we bring another year to an end, students are wondering what life is like after graduation.
Jerryon Manning met with a few people that can tell you firsthand.
You should be happy that you graduated, but instead, you're feeling stressed. The big question, what is your next move? Fall 2013 graduate Billie Jean Shaw had the same question just a few months ago.
In order to get a job, I had to start before I graduated. I think most people make the mistake of looking once they graduated. I graduated in December. By August, I was already looking for a job.
But life in the real world isn't as bad as many may think.
The real world, you know, people say it's tough, it's hard. No, I love it. I absolutely love it. As long as you grind while you're in school, you make those connections, you listen to your professors, you ask for help, all the bad talk about being in the real world is not so.
Billie Jean was very successful following her track, going straight from graduation to a job in her field. But other graduates, such as former Winthrop athlete Johnny Rice, didn't find their true calling right away.
If everything worked out the way I wanted it, where would I be? And once I answered that question, the next question was, how do I currently get there since things did not work out? Can I still get there? And what would be the best plan of action?
Johnny went on to play semi-professional football for the Rock Hill Scorpions and eventually got noticed by a boxing scout from California.
You know, I say give 100% to your goal. And then if that goal just, unfolds, you have to trust that another door will open as long as you give 100% to what you're doing.
Johnny Rice is now in what he calls showbiz, being a professional boxer, recording artist, actor, and comedian in California. These are two examples of individuals who made something for themselves after graduation, and there's nothing stopping you from doing the same. Jerrion Manning, Winthrop Close Up.
As the year comes to an end, many students are wondering what life is like after graduation.
Successful students in the classroom tend to be successful members of the community. Chelsea Brown lets us know about some stories going on in the Rock Hill community.
Welcome to Arts and Entertainment. I'm Chelsea Brown. Our talented reporters don't only report Winthrop news, they also go into the Rock Hill community. Here are our top community stories. Let's find out with Daisy Burrows how an event landed 10 Rock Hill College students in jail more than 50 years ago.
We were tired of being treated less than first-class citizens and something needed to be done, and we decided that we were the ones to do it.
Clarence Graham, a surviving member of the Friendship Nine, recalls the nonviolent sit-in that landed him and 9 others in jail 53 years ago.
No one really wants to go to jail because jail actually means you're not free. And we knew that when we walked in that we weren't going to be free.
It was right here at the McCrory's lunch counter where the Friendship Nine sat to place an order for their meal and were taken by police officers through that back door.
We knew we would be serving 30 days on the chain gang of hard labor, and it was fearful, but we decided it was worth the risk to do it.
Learning about the Friendship Nine's courage became inspiration for children's author Kimberly P. Johnson. She and I sat down to talk about why she wanted to write a book about their journey.
I had to do it because our children need to know. We cannot forget how important these movements and the struggles were.
Joy and disbelief from the new book was felt by multiple members of the Friendship Nine. They hope to make it a part of their school visits.
When she called and said, I got a preamble of the book ready for you guys to read, man, that was almost how I felt when I got out of jail.
This is going to give us a tool to use for these kids where they can finally believe what happened, and the adults won't be afraid to go back and remember.
Turning through the pages of time, Daisy Burrows, Winthrop Close Up.
To find out more about the Friendship Nine or the author of No Fear for Freedom, check out friendship9.com. Many things have changed in our 50 years in our Rock Hill community, and this year Rock Hill celebrated the 50th annual Mayor's Frog Jump. Reporter Cameron Powell was there to hop in on the fun.
On your mark, get set, jump those frogs. Hey, what does a frog wear to St. Patrick's Day?
The Mayor's Frog Jump is a family-friendly competition that comes around during the 10 days of the Come See Me festivities in Rock Hill.
This is my first year volunteering. My daughter also volunteers. This is her 3rd year volunteering. So it's lots of fun. We enjoy it.
Each competitor has 15 seconds to try and get their frog to jump the furthest in the time allowed. Competitors can either bring their own frog from home or have one provided for them at the competition. However, this year's winner was a home-caught frog by Ava McDaniel.
Where'd you catch it?
I caught it. My daddy caught it for me in Grammy's lake.
In addition to the competition, the Mayor's Frog Jump offers various other fun activities for parents and kids to enjoy, like the tilt-a-whirl, a bouncy castle, and even a rock wall. And of course, plenty of hand sanitizer. And at the end of the competition, all the participants received some totally cool prizes. However, some competitors still wish they had taken home the gold.
This is my first time at the Mayor's Frog Jump competition.
My frog Percy didn't get as far as I wanted him to, but I still had a good time regardless, and it's a nice day.
So be sure to be on the lookout for more family-friendly Come See Me activities. Cameron Powell, Winthrop Close Up.
From watching frogs to playing with cats and dogs, reporters Daisy Burrows and Adam Boland took us to find out why everyone at the York County Humane Society looked so trendy.
Oh my goodness, it's been a great success, which is wonderful. There's been so many people coming in.
People from all around Rock Hill and Fort Mill are shopping at Possibilities. The thrift store is used to raise money for the York County Humane Society.
All the money made today will go to help the animals at the shelter. Their food, the vetting, any medical needs they may have, and any training needs they may have. So it's all a good thing.
The Humane Society hopes to turn a good thing into a great thing by pulling inspiration from a hit Broadway musical.
We named it the Jellicle Ball after cats, and so we asked everybody to donate all their spring and summer clothing and pocketbooks and purses.
One shopper says she's really impressed about the support being given to the Humane Society. A portion of this event's proceeds go to help shelter animals just like these.
It's amazing that the Humane Society was doing this, and this was such a good idea because this is the first time they've done this.
With a ratio of 3 cats to every dog, the Humane Society wants to increase the awareness of all potential pet adopters. Daisy Burrows, Winthrop Close Up.
The York County Humane Society is always looking for volunteers. If you're interested, please check out their website. Well, that's the end of Arts and Entertainment. Thank you for submitting your story ideas and contributing your stories. We are now going to Jayon Manning out in the fields of Dig.
Thanks, Chelsea. I'm here with Jasmine and Bria. Now, guys, during your tenure here at Winthrop, who's become your favorite professors?
Mine is Dr. Silverman. He's really cool. He's my history professor.
Okay. What about you, Jasmine?
I don't really have a favorite professor, but my advisor's been really helpful in the 3 years that I've been here so far. She's helped me, change things.
Okay. We'll take it to Twitter with a few of the responses we've gotten. Daryl Gatson says they like Dr. Terry Ryan and Dr. Jason Silverman. So it seems like Dr. Silverman's been a pretty good professor. And Whitney H says she loves all the professors in the mass comm department. Come back soon. We'll be back with the best of Winthrop Close Up. Jayon Manning, your Twitter correspondent.
Senior dance majors are preparing to take the stage one last time for their senior dance recital. I went inside to see what has one dance major obsessed. A trio of performing arts majors are lacing up their dancing shoes as they prepare for this year's spring recital. Lindsay, describe how this piece is different from the others.
I'm in Emily Molinari's piece. It's about obsession. There's one other dancer, and I'm obsessed with her. I want to be her, and everything about her I love.
After weeks of anticipation, these 3 ladies say they're ready for the big show.
We practice 10 weeks leading up to the show for about an hour and 15 minutes every week, and I'm really excited because I love to perform.
Choreographer Emily tells us what being obsessed is all about.
I have 2 dancers. It's a duet. The 2 dancers have an encounter, and one just becomes infatuated with the other and becomes obsessed with her. And by the end of the piece, she literally transforms into her.
These 3 ladies have a long road ahead of them before the curtains open, but they are really excited for the performance. Harrison Garvin, Winthrop Close Up. Good luck to all the dance majors. Yeah. On me? All that hard work and practice is sure to pay off. Good luck to all the dance majors.
From lacing up army boots to lacing up ballet shoes, students sweat for not only the chance to see if they are military ready, but also for cash. Reporter Cameron Powell goes to see what obstacles stand in their way.
ROTC, along with Winthrop Veterans Group, set up a full-scale obstacle course right out front Diggs Lawn, as both a fundraiser and a fun challenge for students.
We were just trying to raise some money because obviously running low on funds and we can't get too much from the school, so we might as well make it fun and see if anybody wanted to donate.
Students signed up in teams of 4 and took on an obstacle course that included various tough challenges, like a long run and a wounded partner drag. The team with the fastest time through the course received a $100 cash prize.
Oh, well, first when I saw the obstacle course, I thought it was, I didn't know how it was going to be, but it was actually really tough. I thought a lot of the obstacles were pretty intensive, you know, the balance and the low crawl. A lot of energy had to be put into it, for sure.
And at the end of the challenge, there was a raffle for participants to win prizes, like a $50 gift card. This year's challenge also saw one of the biggest female turnouts.
It definitely is tougher coming out as a female, running with other male competitors. There's 4 on a team, and I was the 4th, and I was the only girl. And so it was definitely difficult because men are naturally faster.
However, this year's fastest time went to the all-female squad, the Boot Camp Babes, and the course proved to be tough for both vets and students alike.
It was grueling, I'm not going to lie. I've only been out of the Army for about a year and a half now, and I'd have to say the most physically exerting part was most definitely the low crawl. It was probably 45 feet in length, so it was exhausting.
Be sure to start training for next year now so you can sign up for the next Boot Camp Challenge. Cameron Powell, Winthrop Close Up.
When training for next year's ROTC Boot Camp Challenge, make sure you pace yourself and know your limits.
A widely popular video game has been discontinued after it sparked a few lawsuits. Reporter Jerrion Manning takes us inside to see what happened at the EA Sports Decisions desk.
NCAA Football 2014 is planned to be the final release of the EA Sports video game. The reason for the discontinuation of the series lies in lawsuits placed against the NCAA by athletes wanting compensation for their likeness being used in the video game. EA Sports released a statement explaining the situation. It says, "We have been stuck in the middle of a dispute between the NCAA and student athletes who seek compensation for playing college football." It goes on to say, "We follow rules that are set by the NCAA, but those rules are being challenged by some student athletes." Many NCAA student athletes receive scholarships for their ability to perform, but is that really enough?
But I feel like the time that I put in, I feel like I should be getting more, because to compensate for working, because I can't really work like I want to.
There's even been some thought on considering college athletes as employees of schools.
I believe that that would really go against the idea of a student athlete. If we classify them as employees, I think that could be very damaging to the future of college athletics.
Many college sports fans believe that by allowing payment of college athletes, the more genuine aspect of this level of the sport would be lost as they see in the pro level.
Yeah, I think it just gets away from people being students as opposed to, you know, just being here to play their sport and then moving on. You know, it takes the emphasis away from the education side of it.
Talk about payment of college athletes has been around for a long time, though it's gained a good bit of attention as of late. We'll see if any changes actually take place. Jerrion Manning, Winthrop Close Up.
We hope you enjoyed our top stories for the spring 2014 semester.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in August. Have a great summer.